Hey, let me know if the sound is off, you guys. Hold on, I wanna, because I'm gonna. Hey, Siren. Hey, Gulf Coast. Hey, Christy, Lokamai, Amy. Ooh, spooky history with Megs. Hello. Oh, oh my God. I feel like I was gonna dry heave again. Anyways, I have my earmuffs on and these earpieces, so just let me know if it's kind of, you could hear the cord moving sometimes, but I'll try to be gentle. Okay. Okay now. Hey, Jilly Bear. How you doing? I wanted to show you. Hey, Shalima. There's snow on my windshield. See that? It snowed, but just like it does in Colorado, it melts almost immediately. Okay? Now, like you to gather around, okay? Let's get a little deep here. Gather it around. No, no, chance, chance, no, no, dance, no, chance, no, dance, no, chance, give me second chances. That's so cool! I won! Yay! Ow! Ow! My Ooh, you got. Sorry, that's my. You hear that? That is the ice that I didn't scrape off my windshield. Hello, Scott. Hey, Tattoos, D-Rod. You want to see some snow? You got snow. You got slammed in Utah. Looks like we got your snow here, but we didn't get slammed. It's just, Hey, Monique. In Denver, it's just it comes and goes, just as quick as it came. Right back out the door, but I will tell you something. It is windy outside today. Okay, Amy's getting snow. Gulf Coast wants snow. Yes, Laura, look at this. Look, we got some snow. But look how beautiful and sunny it is outside. See that? I would point the camera to the street as I'm driving, but look like I have a tan. That's because I spray tan like a mother effer. So hold on, we're gonna turn off the camera. I'm gonna read comments as I'm stopping safely now, okay? Now, Laura, first question. Have you shipped my candle out? Just kidding. I know that takes a little while. I'm just excited about the pecan. I think it's pecan pumpkin waffle candle scent from Laura, you guys. Laura, you should drop your... Hey, Lokamai, can you make Laura a moderator because I know Lokamai can do like stuff for my StreamYard, but I don't know how that works. Anyways, time to take accountability for your actions. Holy cow, that sun is bright in my eyes. So I've been like, doing some... Oh, it turned to slush. Yeah, mine too. Lots of self-inventory, spending a lot of time with God. And actually, you know what I've been doing lately? I've also been listening to some drama streams here the last few days. Anybody been listening to any drama streams? Anybody not avoid those when you see them popping up? It's interesting. Oh, I don't know, Chris. I don't know anything about what's going on with Molly. That's one drama thing that I have not watched. I've heard some things, but I don't really know what's going on with that. So, yeah. However, sorry about that. Someone was calling me. Bastards. Who's... Oh, Lokamai is backstage, I think. That's weird. Any hooch. Drama and... I think I'm back, Laura. Some stupid telemarketer was calling me. I've been getting dumb calls saying, is your warranty on your car expired yet? Mind your own business, bastards. Never paid no attention to my warranty to begin with. You feel me? you're in a drama stream actively trying not to participate in it. Well, okay, and I'm driving by Nicole Kissinger Park, so we know the drill. It might cut out again. Anyways, I was watching a bunch of different ones, and it's really interesting when you sit back and just kind of watch things play out, you know? That's good. Good, Gulf Coast. So then I started taking some self-inventory because I noticed there's, in a lot of these, you know, I've heard my name pop up a number of times, and I haven't even really been involved in some of these in, you know, a little while, giving myself a break. Hello, Mia. So as I'm listening, one thing that pops up continuously, and I'm gonna start doing this more often, where I take accountability for my actions. Now, I don't know if you've ever heard this or not, but there was a rumor going around for a while that, you know, I was saying horrible things on a panel about Mommy Rambling's son. Okay. Now, that was a rumor to begin with. Okay. Me and Hello Starlight, a couple other people. Hey, German lady. Yes, I hope you're doing well too. And so that often comes up, or maybe somebody, if I haven't met them, they'll often say, oh, you're terrible because you said horrible things about Mommy Ramblings, her son, stuff like that. So I've explained this before, but taking accountability, I want to talk about that. And I'm going to start addressing these one by one. But today we'll do Mommy Ramblings because, oh man. So I used to be a rambler, and, you know, shit, tragedy hit her, and it was pointed in my direction that I was possibly on a panel making fun. It's been back and forth whether she said, oh, I didn't say he was on a panel talking about him, or he was. She said I was associating with people that were bashing her tragedy. And it wasn't true. And I got very upset and angry. And in my emotions, I fired back and said, how dare you? Where's your proof? Blah, blah, blah. You know, typical Robbie rant. I've said mean names, all that sort of stuff. But what I was blamed for originally never happened. So let's cut to down the road. I want to say about a year, maybe over a year. You know, when people say stuff like that, especially if they have a big platform, you know, lots of people will come after you. They'll say mean stuff. They'll just, you know, cause trouble and stuff like that. And so I dealt with that for a long period of time. And I ran my mouth and fired back at these people. That is one thing that I'm learning, to not let people get to my emotions and fire back and say mean stuff. I'm taking accountability for saying mean stuff, and we'll get to when I actually did say mean stuff about Mommy Rambling's situation. And it's not, first of all, it's not blamed on alcohol. Hey, Iris, it's not blamed on a relapse. But I will say, like NewsTubers, they have a video up of me. I was in a bathtub, and I was rubbing charcoal mask all over my body, and I was having fun live, and it was a really fun, positive live stream. Well, they clipped that together with the night back in June when I got really drunk after almost a year of not drinking, and I ripped into everybody. I ripped into anyone and everyone that's hurt my feelings on here, and I said mean stuff. I said really mean stuff about Mommy Ramblings, her situation, and it's just like that cheesy saying, hurt people hurt people. That's what I was doing. I was hurt, and I was being incredibly mean, and I said horrible stuff. And you know, you'll hear that if you go to NewsTubers, you'll hear it when people talk about it, saying that I, you know, made fun of a tragedy or whatever, and there's no excuse. So would I be friends with Mommy Ramblings ever again? No, because many reasons. That's beside the point. And now I'm at a stoplight, so let me go ahead and read real fast. Hey, YouTuber. Hey, Rosalang. So, hold on. Remind me of what, Locomai? I'm at a stoplight, so I'm just reading. I don't know what Laura said, but yes, message me about that, whatever it is. It is true, Amber, and I hate cheesy phrases, but they tend to be the most effective ones. That's probably why people say them all the time. So I've said on YouTube, I've fired back at people. I've been mean. I've said really mean stuff. And it's because I was hurting. I still do hurt today about certain things, but I'm learning to keep my mouth shut and take accountability for when I've been mean to people. And lately I've been lurking in drama streams, just not commenting, because you kind of sit back and get the big picture of things. And maybe if people go after you, you know, I'm seeing a big group of people that don't like me turning on each other. And I don't want to sit here and be like, ha, karma. But when you step out of a situation, when people want to fight, they're going to find anybody to fight with. And I've noticed my name is still being mentioned and stuff, but I don't want to throw another log onto that fire. You feel me? Because there's a fire burning here on YouTube consistently, a dramatic, hateful one where people want you to get involved and whatnot. And it's not worth it because I've burned myself by making the choice. Thank you, Victoria. By making the choice plenty of times. Hey, voice for the voiceless. So I wanted, because that's the number one thing I hear all the time is, you know, that maybe I hate women, or, you know, I've gone after mothers and grieving people. And there is a point to what you're saying when you say that. I've argued with women on here. I don't think the gender card should be pulled, but yes, you're correct. I've argued, I've said mean stuff to people who happen to be mothers, women, men, whatever. And self-reflecting on myself, I want to take accountability for the mean things that I have said anytime, and that I'll probably say in the future. Feel me? And I don't want to do that in the future. And if I do come across, love you, Christy, if I do come across people that are saying mean stuff, I'm learning throughout a situation I'm going through right now that I'm just, you choose your battles. There's another cheesy saying. And I choose, you know, peace and stuff. And it's not like you're ever going to make up with people that really you've gone hard at, or they go hard on you. I'm not saying I want to be anybody's friend, but I do want peace. And I am learning to try to address situations in different ways. I'm sure that there'll be plenty of people I argue with, or that, you know, obviously that make videos of me. I can't really stop that. But it's all about the way that I react, because I am part of the problem when I do react in a negative way or a mean way. And, you know, I recognize that over time. So whoever's been praying for me, just like my mom, that God will bring me to my knees and I'll see, you know, some of the actions I've done or whatever. Listen, I'm not saying that some people didn't deserve to get cussed out or whatever. I'm not saying that, because in my emotions, that's how I felt. However, cutting people down, doing that kind of stuff is not okay. So I want to, in this little addition of my taking accountability, I wanted to talk about Mommy Ramblings first, because there's that anger there between the both of us. And I've listened to her speak about me, and she doesn't like me, clearly. But there's only one way to break the cycle of, like I was saying the other day, throwing dodgeballs back and forth at each other. And I don't want to throw a dodgeball anymore, unless it has a peace sign on it and it hits you in the face. I'm just kidding. So about her, if she ever listens to this, I am sorry for anything I've ever said mean about you or your family or your tragedies and whatever. And there's no excuse for it. There's reasons, which aren't excuses, and that's just simply that I'm a dick when I'm angry. Hey, Sky Maiden, I am a dick when I'm angry. And the internet never forgets. It'll replay your words over and over back to you in clip channels or by people speaking, gossiping about it, whatever it is. And it hits you, you know, when I listen back and I hear some of the times that I've cussed people out. Is it funny? Yeah, I mean, because it's, you know, it's stupid. I get crazy when I'm mad, run my mouth. But it's not funny when I hurt people's feelings. It's not. So one thing about Save Robbie is learning to live and learning how to be, you know. Sorry, I'm at another stoplight real fast. Kapal, you're always so sweet. And not being a person's doormat. I agree with that, Scott. But And that's why it's so frustrating, because I really do. I put my email up all the time, or say reach out to me if there's an issue and stuff. And there's been a number of people that have taken me up on that. And that's just, I wish people would want to do that more. And actually, there are some people who have reached out to me, and I'm going to take accountability for this too. They've reached out to me and I've told them, you go fuck yourself, dude. And I've turned them away. So that's another contradiction to myself. If I'm offering that outlet for people to speak to me, and then I'm telling them to fuck off when they email me or message me, I'm a part of that problem. That's something I'm learning to do as well. Is when I'm angry, someone reaches out, maybe they cuss me out, whatever, is to listen, because maybe I haven't been listening enough. Maybe I've just been listening to the sound of my own voice, and that's something you recognize after a while. I guess I'm going to address this one too with Space Monster, and I see what's going on, and all these people are turning on each other, fighting and whatnot. For the longest time, I've had my experience with her, and a lot of people are waking up to, one thing I will say, and I don't want to say this in a negative way, but, people are saying, oh my God, she's such a liar, or this or that. Well, I mean, now you kind of get a little taste of what I've experienced with her. Have I been completely nice to her? Hell no. Hey, Sally Ann, I love you. I have not. I've tried speaking with her privately before. I've tried having her on panel. We all saw how that turned out. And it's back and forth. And I was listening to True Helper yesterday talking on Kelly the Advocate's panel, and he was saying, a lot of the stuff over on that channel is repeated over and over, and it's recycled. And so I think to myself, I'm like, God, why don't they just let things go from 2 years ago, 1 year ago? Love you, Christy. And it's because one person has to take accountability. And I'm going to do that in that situation too. When Space Monster, and this is another thing, she'll say, oh my God, he reached out to my mom or called my mom. First of all, it wasn't a phone call. It was a text message in Messenger. And it was very polite, but it wasn't effective. And I should have known, because they're like, he goes real life, he contacts family members. You're right, I did. And I asked her to get Space Monster to leave me alone. Didn't happen, didn't turn out good for me. But I meant no harm in that. And I simply, I just wish that people truly would. And I'm going to start unblocking some people that I blocked, as far as telling them to fuck off when they reach out to me. Because if I'm giving you that opportunity, hey, Kiki, to reach out to me, then I need to follow through with what I say and respond in a peaceful way and communicate with people that do have an issue. With that being said, I'm going to put my email on the screen. SaveRobbie.1982@gmail.com. You could take it or leave it, whatever. But I mean, I really am trying to change, because I do see a lot of things replaying on YouTube of, hey, Diana, of what I might have said, or some people that I fought with. And you disgust yourself when you listen back, and you're like, wow, whether I was drinking in a situation or not, it is not fun to listen to yourself in a bad moment, in a bad light. And I've had a lot of those moments on YouTube specifically. What did German lady say? It is a human experience, JPJ. And that's the thing about YouTube. If you are on here recording yourself, whether it's a live stream or a video, is even if you remove it, and I've removed a lot of my streams that I just don't want representing in my channel feed. Now, I already know they're going to go up on somebody else's channel, because people are always recording, Hey, Emu. Love you, Christy. Have a good night. So with that being said, again, about I've talked so much about the mommy rambling situation, whether I've talked good about it, bad about it. But do I like her? No, because I don't like my experience with her. But that doesn't mean she has to suffer, or anybody else has to suffer, or be ruined or canceled or anything like that. You just simply part ways with people. And if I feel emotional and I hear people, let's say it's mommy ramblings talking bad about me or whatever, I need to start taking accountability about the way that I'm going to take it in my brain and respond to it. Because, I have responded negative so many times And it has made the situation so much worse than before, you know? But I will say this. Paul, you're sweet. I will say this. When it comes to mommy ramblings, I have had such a frustrating experience throughout all of that. And a lot of my frustration has come from, you know, rumors going around or lies about what she originally had blamed me, which she says now she didn't. It doesn't even matter to me at this point. The point is that eventually down the road, when I was being blamed for something, eventually I made the mistake of actually doing what I was blamed for and fucking talking shit about her situation. Because I was like, you know what? I'm pissed off. I'm tired. And if people are going to blame me for it, screw it. Then I am going to do it. And that's my problem. I have to live with that and take accountability. Hey, Daniel. And I do. So, yeah. So that's going to be my first person that I'm taking accountability for. And she can take it or leave it, because a lot of people, here's the other thing I need to take accountability for. And it's true. People will say, Robbie apologizes, he'll be nice and sweet, and then he'll go back and cuss people out. Now, there is an actual reason for that. It's because, you know, I have apologized before in the past, and then I've heard people still saying, oh, that's a fake apology. And it's frustrating when you actually are genuine about something. And I have been genuine about my apologies with a lot of people. Thank you, who let the dogs out. I have, but my problem is when they haven't accepted my apology or my words, it frustrates me and I get angry and then I cuss them out again. And that's something that I'm learning to just let go of. If people don't want to accept my apology or say it's a fake apology or whatever, I have to recognize that and be like, okay, they don't accept it. Instead of getting mad and then making the problem worse again so that I have to apologize again. Because if you haven't noticed, I'm a crazy Gemini and I can go from screaming and then be like, oh, I'm sorry, I feel bad. And then screaming and then, oh, I'm sorry, I feel bad. People are right when they say that. I am so up and down and back and forth. Exactly, D-Rod. You're absolutely correct on that one. Apologize and move on. It is, Locomai, you know, especially here because you see a lot of things like rumors and people, they'll say like, you know, Robbie's a part of a group or this or that. And it is frustrating because you feel like you want to correct them and be like, that's not true at all. You know, I hear people on a daily basis. I've been lurking over and you surviving the storms and people that talk about me. And I hear, you know, they'll be like, Robbie's evil or he's a demon. And it's frustrating because I've never met these people. But I need to remember that, and I'm going to be parked in a minute, so I'll be able to read the chat. I need to remember that I have not met these people. And if they're already convinced about something about me and I haven't met them, then they're going to be convinced about it whether I reach out and talk to them or not. And I need to live with that. I think it's a control thing. That's another thing. I think I'm a control freak. And I like having control over my truth or what you think about me is wrong. Do I care if you like me or not? No. But I do care, you know, if something out there is being said that's false. Because it is frustrating. See, Gerda gets it. But in the end, I truly do. Even, and this is going to sound weird, but even when I'm angry cussing people out, I really do have the best intentions inside because I'm frustrated and I just want peace. And it's frustrating when you see that people don't want it back. Or it seems like they don't because they don't accept it or, you know, well, you did this or you did that. Well, I'm sorry. Look, I'm sorry for being a dick. I'm sorry for letting my emotions make me angry and having mean words come out of my mouth. I really am sorry for that, whether people accept it or not. And hold on, I'm parking. One moment, please. Please hold. Okay, now? Thank you now. And you know what? I fucking hate Christmas. But it's the Christmas time of year. And you know what? People are assholes, whether it's the holidays or not. And I don't want to be one of those assholes that fucks up your holiday now. You feel me? The sad part is that everything on YouTube stays out there forever. People need to forgive and move on. Don't keep returning to it. And it's difficult. Eliminate all negative people. Well, hey, Dragonfly, you do have to do that. And you know, even though I may have been listening to dramatic live streams lately, and I was listening to Joyce Meyer all the time, and I keep doing that for like, and nothing else for like a week straight. Hey, Nikki Rex. But I don't know. I think God wants me to be listening to these drama streams sometimes, because it makes me think. If you listen to it, doesn't matter who you listen to, any channel in any community, if they're arguing with somebody, you're always hearing the same thing. You know, it's like the devil is hard at work on here. You're hearing, you did this or you did that, or you need to do this and blah, blah, blah. And there's so many people fighting back and forth. I've even clicked on some streams where I don't even know who the person is, and I'm listening to them talking about someone. I'm like, wow, this is happening everywhere. Gotta love it when Surviving Dorothy or whatever says, I don't have a personal issue with Robbie, Natasha, or whoever. I don't know them, etc. I'm just a clapback channel. That is, yeah, that is frustrating. And I will say about Dorothy is, you know, I haven't met her, and I've actually quite a while ago went into her chat when she was talking about me and tried to type, and she had already had me blocked. So it is frustrating if somebody's going to talk about you, but they block you to the point where you can't actually address them yourself and talk and try to resolve stuff. Hey, Callie. Love you, Callie. I don't believe you're a bad person, no matter who other channels say. Oh, I've had bad behavior for sure. But I know I'm not a bad person. But the thing is, I need to stop showing my bad side when I'm angry, because I do have a bad side. I do have a big mouth. It is cowardly, Gerda. And it is frustrating because, in my opinion, and look, I've heard Dorothy specifically say, I don't want to talk to these people. I don't care to talk to them. I don't care this or that. And she actually highlighted a comment that I said the other day on Scarlett's video saying, you know, we all need peace. And Dorothy read it and said, that's never going to happen, Robbie, and you're an evil person. Okay, well, you're the one who's being pessimistic about peace. Of course, not everyone's going to get along. But when you automatically shut out the idea of peace, then you are a part of the problem. You know, if you're talking about people and saying, I don't care to talk to them, I'm just exposing their behavior. Well, yeah, you're exposing bad parts of me. You're never talking about the good parts of me. And there's tons of good parts about me. Nobody has a highlight channel or a clip channel where they just clip good moments of somebody. It would be nice if somebody had a channel like that. We all have a little bad side when we're provoked. Yep. And you know what? When I've been angry, I have provoked people and been like, oh, you want to dish it? Now take it. You know, I'm guilty of doing that. And it doesn't feel good. In the moment it does, but in the long run, it doesn't. Just like alcohol, you know, people are like, oh, I want to have a drink because I'm in a bad mood or I have a headache. Well, it may give you a temporary relief, but in the long run, you're going to have a hangover. It's not going to feel good. And that was a good stream yesterday, Kelly. I was listening to that as well. And, you know, what True Helper was saying and stuff was right. There was a channel that had nice clips of people, but you can't find it again. That's unfortunate. Thank you, Christina Logan. I appreciate that. And of course, you know, no matter what you do, you are going to have people that simply don't like you. And being on YouTube, you know, people keep saying have a thick skin and this and that. And it's true, but sometimes you have to go through and make mistakes and bad decisions in order to grow a thicker skin. And that's what I currently do all the time. No, Tammy, you're not blocked. I don't understand why people can't accept peace. I don't understand that at all. Well, let's look at the big picture again. The big picture is, unfortunately, this community, I mean, there's lots of other communities on YouTube that, you know, I'll even go and hang out in their chats and stuff, has nothing to do with this stuff. But unfortunately, drama is a big part of, you know, people gathering around. Hey, Tony Cole. And I said this, I was saying this to somebody yesterday in a conversation. I said, if you have a creator on YouTube, anybody, doesn't matter who it is, Rosalang, I love you. Go back and look at their very first video. Maybe they're doing a drama stream or consistently doing it, but go back and see what their original intentions were if their first video is still up, and see what brought them to YouTube. Go look at mine. Go look at my very first video. I came to YouTube to talk about things, and that I wasn't even going live back then, to talk about my life experiences. And then when live streams started happening and you know, being a part of a community, unfortunately that changes and kind of steers your point of being on YouTube in a different direction sometimes, if you allow it to. And I've allowed that to, you know. My intentions of coming here is to talk about save Robbie and what hurts me, and vlogging does save me because it gets things off my chest. But again, vlogging has been bad for me, because not only have I vlogged and streamed my good moments or showed those in videos or talked about them, but I've also streamed my bad ones. There's some things that zip. Check and see why people have started their channels to begin with. Exactly. And you can go look. I think mine is titled, I was talking about being a gay Christian on this channel, and just different topics I would come on and talk about. And I still do that, but unfortunately it's mixed with dramatic things, because even if you're ignoring something that somebody said about you, it's still popping up and people bring it to your attention and say, hey, did you see this video that someone made? It's like, well, yeah, I want to talk about it. You did watch my first one. You learned a long time ago that you need to take things where it comes from. It works sometimes. Ooh. So I just basically wanted to come on and say that, because I've been praying. You too, Lisa. I've been praying a lot about stuff, and, planning things just in the future for my channel, as far as going on another paranormal investigation, which I'm really excited about, because I haven't done that in quite a while. So that's coming up probably next month or the month after that. You don't know many creators who are truly not talented if they would focus on their talents and not negativity. I love the entertainment on YouTube. I do too. There are a lot of good people that are talented. Even some of the trolls or people that have edited videos about me and stuff, they do have talent. But unfortunately, there's some people that just aren't interested in what you can bring to the table. I'm excited too, Tony. I actually went back and watched parts of my Oxford Hotel live stream that I did back in, I think, February. And I'm just excited to do it again, because I remember how scared I was, and I want to be scared again. You're wearing your Save Robbie sweatshirt. Send pics. But it will be fun. And, just planning different things that I like to do, and why I started going live. And, I was looking back on my channel at some of the content titles, and I used to do interviews and have people on and collaborate and, talk to other channel creators, have them come on. I interviewed a porn star, paranormal stuff like that I care to be on here for. And you guys all know, because you're probably exhausted even just watching some of the stuff. It may be entertaining sometimes, but it is exhausting. If you were blocked, you wouldn't be able to see. Oh, you're talking to somebody else. I love your comedic side. You can be hilarious. I love having fun. I love to laugh and have fun. That's my favorite freaking thing to do in the world. I do it all day long to myself and laugh by myself all day. Bring the fun back. Bingo. Hey, Beverly. Hope you're doing good, Ems. Oh. What's going on? I must have missed something there. Wow. Thank God for moderators, huh? I don't know who's fighting, but, we're talking about peace here and taking accountability, folks. But that's really all I wanted to say, you guys, is I'm starting with that. I'll start addressing or going more in detail about stuff down the road. But if I'm going to talk about a situation that's negative, I need to be able to offer something. Okay, tattoos. I need to be able to offer a solution, or else I'm part of the problem, obviously. Good night, Gerda. Love you, Mia. So that's all I wanted to say. I need to go. I need to get to running. Wow, there's still ice on my windshield that didn't melt, and I'm too lazy. Let's see. Oh, yeah, there it goes. You're trying in the new year. You're always down for more chill streams. Amen. And I mean, if you look back, I mean, I know this community has have new members or blended with other ones and stuff, but man, when I first started doing chats, it was so fun and just all full of positive stuff and people really looking forward. Night tattoos to just having a good time. And that's really changed a lot. Unfortunately, evil and fighting has become the norm on here and the norm as far as what content is. You know, call ourselves content creators, and you know what? A lot of you may hate my music or whatever, but I love to do that. And I'd much rather make a shitty song or make a song that some people like and some don't, or have a stream where we're laughing and some people like it and tune in, some don't. I'd rather do that than argue with people any day. Hey, Adacor. Any day. Oh, okay, Daisy. But yeah, as far as right now, I'm just going to leave it at mommy ramblings and addressing and taking accountability for that, because I hear over and over and over, thank you, Beverly and D-Rod. I hear over and over and over that, you know, Robbie's this, or Robbie hates women, or Robbie is a real lifer, or Robbie makes fun of tragedies and stuff. And then I'm like, no, I don't. But I have, in my anger, I have done stuff like that and said mean shit. So me too, T-King. And so I just want to apologize and take accountability for that. So mommy ramblings, we're never going to be friends if you hear this. But I'm so sorry for saying mean stuff about your situation or anything, or even engaging in activities in chats that have made fun of you and stuff. I apologize. Do I like you? No. I shouldn't even say that while I'm trying to be positive, but it's the truth. I don't like my experience I've had with you, Carolyn, but you know, we can move on from that. And as far as women, I've always said, don't use your gender as a weapon, because I don't use being gay as a weapon. And people have attacked me and said mean stuff about being gay and whatnot. And it doesn't feel good, but that doesn't define who I am, my gender or my sexual preference. And it definitely doesn't define how I feel about somebody else. More music. It doesn't. When I look at somebody, I don't say, that's a woman, I'm going to attack her. The majority of people on here are women. And the majority of people that I've gotten in confrontations with on here have been women. Unfortunately. Agree to disagree and move on. But it does drive me crazy when people pull that card or say, you know, I'm a mother, or I'm a woman. How dare a man say that? You know what? I'm old fashioned. Okay. I may be gay and stuff, but I'm old fashioned. I will open the door for women. I will be polite and stuff like that. But as human beings, when you speak to somebody a certain way, you can't look down at their genitals or their gender and say, you can't fire back at me because you have that and I have this. We're different genders. You can't do that. To me, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't. You should be not judged, but you know, by your actions. It has nothing to do. And listen, I was speaking with a friend and they were saying, you know, there's women on here that say horrible stuff back and forth to each other and it's okay. But as soon as a man gets involved or you go after them and he says stuff back and forth, like some of the things you say to each other, all of a sudden it's a problem. Exactly. You get what you put out. Just because you have issues with the woman doesn't mean you're a woman hater. It's all about the person's behavior. Yes. Now, when I'm arguing with a woman, can I take accountability and not call her the C word and stuff? Yeah, I could take accountability for that and say, okay, I need to approach things differently and not call somebody a cunt, even if they're acting like one. But then by calling them one, I'm acting like one as well. But anyways, guys, I really do have to go. I love you. Thank you for listening. And I really am working on being peaceful and taking self-inventory about the way that I interact with people, especially when I'm angry. So I love you guys. I hope you have a wonderful day. Lavina, I emailed you back and I gave you my phone number. That way you could text me. I don't know if you got it yet. But I love you and have a wonderful day. Oh my God, I need to run now. And I will talk to you later. Bye.
No chance. No.